Alright guys, Hayzink here, back with another Disgaea RPG video. So, yesterday I put out a video talking about Mega Braveheart. And Mega Braveheart, obviously, if you watched that video or you've played the game for any length of time, you know is your fix all to make your physical units put out a decent amount of damage. But not everyone in the game runs physical users. So what about you guys who are in the int camp who like to run magical setups? What have you got? Well, the game has got your back. There is essentially a magical version of Mega Braveheart, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Now, like magic users in general, there is less users of the magic equivalent of Braveheart and Mega Braveheart because there is less magical users in general. But we're going to go over the ones in this video that are available to you. I'm going to talk about the ones that unlock the skill at level 22 like we did yesterday, and the one in fact that unlocks the skill at level 30. Okay, so this video is not going to be quite as long as yesterday's because there is less to go through. One other thing I want to touch on before we jump into this too much. There was an issue earlier with the battle pass. Some of you may have been unable to claim your Usalia, but that has now been fixed, and if you go back into the battle pass, you are able to claim your copy of Usalia, guys. So for those of you that might not have noticed, make sure you jump in there and you pick up Usalia today if you are that far along on the battle pass. So again, just like yesterday, I've set up one team of all the users who can get this at Weapon Mastery 22, and then we've also got the users who can get this at Weapon Mastery 30. Now, starting off, straight off the bat, you'll probably notice that this party, I'm going to order it in what I personally feel are the best units for this, okay? I'd probably, if I had to rank them, and guys, don't shoot me by my ranking, I'd probably rank them somewhere along the lines of this, okay? Main reason being, these characters are generally what you're going to run on a magical kind of setup anyway. Yeah, you can run this guy. I don't know why you'd run Descale on a magical team, but there are options. So let's go through why I've ranked them this way and let's see what the options are. So obviously we've got Pure Cecily. If you manage to pick up Pure Cecily does learn Mega Magic Boost at Weapon Mastery 22. You can obviously see that she gets heals and stuff like that along the way to that. So by the time you get to here, you've already unlocked Mega Heal for your team as well, which makes Pure Cecily a very solid support unit. I think most people at this point know that she's probably the best support unit for int teams. If you look at her skills, it's int and defense plus 13%, staff and magical monster allies deal int-orientated normal attacks. She boosts them all again with SP, and she boosts them all again with damage dealt by skills. So she's really boosting every single member of your party. It's not often you see that. There's usually one or two more self-orientated skills mixed in there, but Pure Cecily does it all. So she's boosting the amount of int, which is obviously going to put out a lot more damage with characters like Majorita, for example, who do int-based damage on their attacks. So I'd probably rank Cecily at number 1 with regards to being a Mega Magic Boost character. Next up, we've actually got a free-to-play character, and it's little Noel. Now, my Noel is not leveled because I was an idiot and I fed in my original Noel, and I have only just got her back from the event review. So yes, guys, I currently have not been very clever with regards to my Noel. So if we look at Noel, Noel again has Mega Magic Boost at level 22. I mean, she's got other spells there as well, but the main one you're looking at here is her Mega Magic Boost. If we look at her abilities, you can see that she's obviously another great unit for giving boosts to your team, and in fact, she works extremely well alongside Pure Cecily because she's going to give you that passive heal, which is obviously always good to have. I mean, it doesn't make a massive difference, especially when a lot of content you're getting absolutely murdered with a lot of damage. So 6% doesn't do much, but it's still something. Her NE1, staff wielding allies, all stats except speed plus 12%. So again, on the type of setup you're going to run this character on, she's going to do quite a lot. All allies SP cost down by 5%. So mix that in with pure Cecily giving you SP. Again, it's looking really good. And damage taken from normal attacks down by 15%. So all in, that's probably why I would put these two at the top. Again, I'm quite happy with my ranking there of Pure Cecily being number 1 for Mega Magic Boost and Noel being number 2. Again, the reason that I put them where I do is because of what else they are doing. So they're not just there for one purpose, they are providing other support. Next one, a character that I love. Everyone knows how much I love Raspberry, and I actually have started building up my Raspberry, which is insane. As you can see, I've got her up to level 19. I do need to put another level on this to get to 22, but yes, I am actually putting some investment into Raspberry. Can you believe it? So she does learn Mega Magic Boost at Weapon Mastery 22 for monster magic weapons. If we go and look at her abilities, you can see all allies defense and resistance plus 12%, monster allies int plus 16. She gives herself SP cost down by 12%, and all allies action gauge plus 50 when a turn ends. So you can obviously see there she is a good support to have on a magical team. Yes, one of her skills is more lending itself to the monster side of the magical scale, so you can see why I haven't put her on quite the same level as the first two characters that we went over. But I would definitely rank her high enough that I would put some investment into her. And you know what, guys, you've probably got a ton of this character lying around. I say that, but you might not have. If you're anything like me, you've probably summoned her. I kind of regret a little bit that I've foddered quite a few of her without getting her to NE7. So I will do that soon. So the next time I pull Raspberry, if you see me moaning about it, just remind me in the comments, Hayzink, you've not got her to NE7 yet. So next one up on the list we're going to look at is Mal. Again, Mal is a very strange character. Mal gets Mega Magical Boost at level 22, as you can see. Mal obviously gives all enemies defense and resistance down by 12%, and at his NE7 he gives staff wielding allies int plus 18%. These other two skills aren't really doing much for the rest of the team, but if you've got him at NE7, he is good to have on a staff team. He's a very weird unit, he's a sword unit, I mean, and he's always there to buff int characters, but he does give magical boost, or mega magical boost, so he's definitely one that you might want to consider investing in if you do want to have a couple of magical buffers. Because obviously, as we've discussed, there's not many options, especially if you want to have 4 on your team. There's not many options here. The final one that we're going to look at that has the 22 cost for Weapon Mastery is Descale, which is really surprising that Descale's got this, but at level 22, Descale does have Mega Magical Boost, okay? And if you look at the rest of Descale's skills, you can see why I rank her so low. She's not really doing a lot for the team if you've got her on a purely int-based team, where most of your characters, not all, but most, are probably going to be staff-based. So again, Descale is an option. She's just maybe not the best option, but she's definitely there. And with there being such a limited pool of characters that have this skill at the moment, she's definitely someone you might want to consider. So the final character we're going to look at is actually a 3-star, and it is Floral Beast, and she is obviously readily available in multiple different colours. You can see here that she's got 2 skills that do work for the team. All allies heal by 4% of max HP when a turn begins, so a bit like Noel, but not quite as powerful. And all allies attack and int plus 12% when a turn begins for 1 turn. So it's not great, but it's still something, and she has a 3-star. She, however, learns Mega Magical Boost at Weapon Mastery 30, so you've got to put a lot more investment into this, and to be honest, the grind to level 30 on Weapon Mastery is absolutely bonkers. It's not a lot of fun, but she does have access to it, and it is something that she can definitely do for the team. So, this is where the discussion piece comes in. Do you agree with my ranking? Number 1 for Magical Boost, number 2 for Magical Boost, number 3, number 4, number 5. These two being so high because they are just generally good to have on int teams. Plain and simple, they are very good to have on int teams. But anyway guys, I've been Hayzink. I did say that I would follow up the Mega Braveheart video with Mega Magical Boost. That's what we've done today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Again, if you were trying to build a team similar to the attack style teams that people use with Mega Braveheart, you'd probably want to have this one, maybe two of her if you've got two. If you've got two of her, use two of her, whatever. Double up, 4 characters buffing, your DPS character in the middle, which for the time being is probably going to be Majorita. And you will do some mega damage and you will clear mega waves of enemies. But anyway guys, like I say, I've been Hayzink. If you've enjoyed the video, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, tell me in the comments what you think and all that good stuff. But as always, I will catch you on the next Disgaea RPG video, dudes. Peace.